our order entry module does much more than just create paper job bags from estimates. It creates not only paper job bags, but electronic job bags. So the idea behind that is that although you may have a paper job bag in the plant, providing the instructions for the plant employees, you may have questions, or customers may have questions about the job. You may not want to go and find a paper job bag. You can pull up the electronic job bag right on your computer, and you can get any information you want about that particular job. So not only are we producing a physical job bag, but an electronic job bag as well. We can create orders 3 ways. We can create orders from previous jobs. Big advantage of that is that the system comes with a problem history, so that if you had problems last time you ran the job, it will warn you before you rerun the job, so you don't make the same mistakes twice. Also very good for estimating. If they know that they are re-quoting a job that's been run in the past, they can check the problem history and adjust for any issues that you had on the job last time you ran it, so we don't lose money on it again. We can create the job from the estimate, which we'll do in a second, and we can use direct entry. So that is if, for some reason, you just need to get an order out into the plant without a previous order, without an estimate, you can go into the electronic format and just type up the order the way you want it and get it into production. If it's an estimate, if we're going to create the order from an estimate, so we can create the order from that estimate. You can see it's right there. It shows us the 3 quantities that we quoted. They decided to go with the first quantity, so we simply select it, and it goes and gets that estimate and converts the numbers of the estimate into the format of the job ticket. We can still add, change, delete any information at the order entry stage. These customers are on credit hold, so it is warning us before we open the job that we get a supervisor password to make sure that it is okay to proceed with this job. We got a check from them this morning, so we're going to continue with that job. And you can see that the job bag is written up with as much information as we can from the estimate. Again, as I said, you can change any of the information that you want. You can add, delete. If I was going to just add some information right here, for example, we can go in and do that. Also, to keep the flow of information going from estimating to order entry with no intervention, we save time, reduce chances of mistakes that can result in added costs. We've written up our job bag. We also have the ability to set up our invoice and our packing slip in this area right here. So you can see that it brings over the invoice details from the estimate. It can bring in the GL accounts. These are the estimated prices we calculated, and the units per 1,000 each lot, whatever it happens to be. And we can also define which line items here will go on the packing slip. Obviously, no prices go on the packing slip. No prices go out onto the shop floor. All prices that appear on this screen are there strictly for the people opening the order, not for the plant employees to see. So we have our order entry. We have a whole bunch of buttons up here that allow us to do various things. So, for example, we can save the order. That assigns the next job number to it. This customer has profile information, so that you can set up in the customer file. It tells you exactly the way the customer wants their jobs produced. So perhaps they want samples sent to somebody. They allow 5% overs, call their own truck, no deliveries after 5 o'clock. If you click on the profile button, that information is found right there, so you can ensure that the order is written up the way the customer wants it to be. So we have all that information there. You can copy any of that information and put it in the notepad that comes with order entry. If I click on the notes, I can now paste notes into the note area, and now the job will have notes against it as well. If there were problems with this job, it would have said see problems. I could click on my problem history, and we could view the problems we had last time we ran the job. At some point, I say, okay, for the price I've quoted the customer and the instructions on this job ticket, I can live with that. So I finalize the job bag, and it is now ready to go into production. So we have written up our job bag. You can see there's no pricing on it. It details all of the processes that were in the estimate and how many hours, so that all that information is flowing automatically from estimating to order entry.